Hey YouTube, Hanneken here with another episode of Geek K. Today we have a review of a company that I ordered from. This is actually the first company I've ordered pops from, like in mass quantity. Before all the other reviews that I put out, before I even started doing YouTube, this is the first one that I ordered from, but it never got here. To let you know how long this took, I think I put the original order in on the 6th of, or actually I put the original order in December, but there was an issue with my credit card, and they never contacted me. My email went to other than or they only tried to contact me through email or whatever, and it went to my filter into my spam. But I finally realized that, hey, what's going on? And I messaged them and was able to resolve the issue with my credit card or whatever, and the order went through. On the 6th of January, they actually processed it and shipped it. It's the 22nd of February. That's 45 days if you can't do the math. It took 45 days to get here. Why? Because they sent it FedEx, the cheapest option of FedEx ground service, which for me, in my situation, it's the slowest possible method you can ever send something. I'm not saying it's just FedEx's fault. Like the cheapest option works for FedEx. It actually comes through USPS eventually, but they send it to ground to a regional location via FedEx, and it delivers to them probably pretty fast. But then, because it goes ground instead of priority from there, they put it on the back of a two-wheel scooter or something and drive it across country to get to me. I don't know. It's hilarious how slow it is. So it finally arrived today, this will actually complete my collection for my Buffy Pops up there. So that's nice. I've been waiting for this, forever. This is the normal Pops. I got all of my individually bought rare Pops, but yeah, I've been waiting for this one. So the company I ordered from is Entertainment Earth, which is probably one of the bigger names, if not the biggest name, to order pop figures online from. As I've stated in a few videos, I'm going to start putting out ratings for for the websites and the orders and my issues with them. And over time, as I get more stuff from the companies, I'll update and add to and tweak the ratings. So it's not going to be a new rating for each time, it's going to be an adjusted rating over time. Because I want to order more than one time from them, because some of the stuff that I'm going to be reviewing, rating them on, is not going to be something that you're going to experience with every order. With that being said, let's get into the pops, because this was a large order and there's a lot of pops to go over. So first up, let's start with the Buffy Pops. There are 4 of them. First up is going to be the normal Willow, and I will post pictures because I know you cannot see. So, there's the back. So this is normal Willow, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up. First of all, the quality of the pops and the packing and everything is pretty good. I mean, they wrapped everything in paper, which was nice. And the quality of the cardboard, or of the box it was in, was fairly good, so it was, didn't move too much. But the method that they chose to ship this is actually a better method, as far as it's slower, but it's better for fragile items in that they don't shift around and move around because it's not an airplane. It's hand delivered. Alright, so, based off the picture that I seen when I was first looking at this pop, I thought this was going to be something that didn't really make sense. Because if you look at it, it looks like that skin tone around here, but it's actually not. She's wearing a long sleeve sweater. It's just a skin tone-ish color at the bottom. So that makes a lot more sense to me. And she is actually wearing leggings. So that makes a way more sense than I originally thought this pop was. Based off the picture on the back, it doesn't look like, it looks like it's skin tone on one of the boxes, and I think it would have just been that box head color issue. But so this is the Willow Pop, and this one is actually very light compared to the other Willow Pop. Like the hair is hollow, so it's actually not too bad as far as like the weight goes. But I'll post photos afterwards, obviously. It doesn't look like there's too many mistakes as far as the paint job goes. It's not too bad a job on the paint. So there's that. It is actually fairly good quality. That's something, one thing that Entertainment Earth I think is better at than most is some of the others is they know the difference between quality and not quality pops. So, and they actually like, well, they'll say that, mint or not mint. So that is the Willow Pop. So next up, we have the Angel Pop. And by the way, Funko, make more Buffy Pops. I mean, you don't even have all the main characters. You're missing Xander for one. There's so many monsters you can make. There's so many variations you can make. Where's Vampire Buffy? I want a Vampire Buffy. That would be cool. Where's Cordelia? There's no Cordelia. I want Werewolf Oz. That would be awesome. Or Witch Willow. That would be cool. Like she's hovering and she's like veiny. And oh my god, that'd be so cool. And there's so many cool like characters you could throw in here. Faith, you could do one of Faith. Oh, you could do what's his face? One of the geeks that gets filleted and like turned inside out. That'd be cool. Like an inside out, like so many options. Why? Funko, why? Did you stop? Keep it up. Go back to the Buffy Pops. Series 2, please. Series 2. When? Can't wait. Alright. They're not bobbleheads, so I really like that, because I don't like careful bobbleheads. Too flimsy. As far as the paint job goes, it's not, again, too bad. It's fairly good, especially on the face. The face is all really good, except for the, like, obviously in the back. Can't blame them for that, but I can blame Funko. I can't blame Entertainment Earth. But yeah, there's the Angel Pop, and I will, again, of course, post photos. It's very bland. I'd like to see a Vampire Angel as well. You have, you know, Vampire Spike. They chose the same exact mold and just made a vampire head, which was very bland. But I digress. But that is the Angel Pop from the Buffy series. So next up, we have Oz. And they chose a very bland look for Oz. Nothing wrong with it. It's just it's very bland. There's so many different. He wasn't in a lot of the episodes, and the ones he was in wasn't in much. I would have actually gone with the Halloween edition of Oz, because that would have been really cool. Where him and Willow goes as who did she go as? Blank on the name. I know what the character is, or what it was. I just can't think of the name of the person. Crap, that's gonna bug me now. Joan of Arc. So Willow went as Joan of Arc, and Oz, in the quintessential Ozness that he is, went as her, you know, spiritual guidance, God, but just wearing a name tag. It would have been so simple, so easy, just a coat with a name tag. It's the little details like that like really make the pops, I think, and that would be really cool if, you know, Funko would start doing that. The back side, again, has some issues. But as far as the front goes, it's a really good quality paint job on the front of the figure. Again, like I said, it's bland. It's just a red t-shirt and gray pants. And like a bracelet on each hand. Very basic, very simple. The hair is kind of what sells it, because without the hair, I don't know who the heck that is. But that's Oz. Oz, Oz, Oz. Didn't go away. Oh, bye-bye. The last one is, of course, my favorite pop in the entire series. And it is my favorite character from any Buffy series, the Gentleman. It's such a simple, such a weird character, but it was hilarious and executed so well. For those who don't know, the Gentleman is like a folklore fairy tale kind of thing in the Buffyverse. And the episode it is, and they come to town, and the saying is the gentlemen are coming to town, and they steal your voice. And what that means is everyone's voice is gone. So no one in the entire town can talk. And it's the weirdest thing. Everyone wakes up and they're running around. I was like, I can't. They're just moving their mouth, nothing's coming out, and they can't communicate. So they resort to like whiteboards, little marker boards, just writing it down and communicating that way. And it's so hilarious. And the gentlemen are so weird looking, and they only come out at night, but they're like on motorized scooters, and and they float. Like they're like, they cut them out, like you can't see them, they just glide. It's really cool. It's like they're on hoverboards or something, you can't see the hoverboard. And they have to like steal hearts or whatever, or something like that. And it's really cool episode. And it was actually in the 4th season when Buffy actually started to get like really popular and really started to shine as far as like the writing and the storyline was going, because in the first 3 episodes, like it progressively got better, which is the weirdest thing about the show. Like most shows get kind of better and then they like dwindle off. Anyway, so this Gentleman character here, I got Gentleman Pop. It's actually really, really creepy looking. Like, you got the red eyes with the black outline and the silverish white teeth. He's really cool looking. I love it. I love it. There are, I guess, like glow-in-the-dark versions of this guy and stuff like that. But as I've said it once before, and I'll say it again, I'm not a fan of that type of change, like metallic or glossy or flocked or glow-in-the-dark. Just adding that type of thing, change to it, is not enough for me to want to go out and buy a pop. It has to be something drastically different. And it doesn't have to be big. It can, swapping a head is fine. I'm okay with that, obviously, with the spiked figure, but I wish they would change them up a lot more than they usually do. One of these figures you'll see here, well, not really, because I don't have the other one, but I'll get into that with the other one. But for this figure, it's really, really cool. The detail in it is not too bad, the paint job at least. They kind of messed up the teeth. I wish they would have done a little bit better job with that, but it's kind of hard to do because the gentlemen have braces, which is weird. But yeah, that is actually really cool. That is by far, so far, I believe this is my favorite to date pop that I have. I want to say, yep, so far, this is my favorite pop. I know it's odd, it's a weird one, but it's that level of like understanding of the content that makes it like my favorite. It's like what's very niche, what's very like you have to watch the series, you have to like know the fan base to know, oh, we have to do this because this is like one of the highest rated episodes of all time. So that concludes the Buffy portion of this video, and this is going to be a long video, I'm going to say that now. We are now going to move into kind of a random assortment. I've got 4 more pops for you. So we're going to go one at a time. And I'll save the best for last, or the biggest rather. Next up is my first Ghostbusters pop, and it is probably the most common of all of them, the Raymond Stantz, with I think Egon and Winston being the rarest ones. Not sure which one out of those is the rarest. I have not seen very many Winstons, like single by itself. I've seen it in the car, but not by itself. And I know Egon is rare. I know like it's like a $40 or $50 pop or something like that, if not more. These are the 30th anniversary ones, by the way. I don't know if there's another series before that or whatever. It says on the box. Come on, there we go. Jeez Pete. Alright, again, fairly good quality, except for the hand has some minor discrepancies on it there. Pretty good overall, good paint job. The likeness is kind of, I mean, yes, it's Ray, according to the box, but they didn't really get the hair down at all. It's not the right hair for him. And the face is very bland, and it's other than the fact that it actually has a name tag that says Stantz right there, I would know that this, like, obviously I can tell this is an Egon by looking at Egon. They actually got Egon Ray, but how do I know it's not Venkman? And yeah, it's not I guess Venkman's hair, but it's not that obvious. The goggles, Venkman didn't wear the goggles. Yes, that's the only way you know it's Ray, though. The face does not look at all like Ray, like Dan Aykroyd. So, whatever. And he's got his little, power pack and whatnot, and the trap. He's got a walkie-talkie. I don't know why he's got a walkie-talkie. I would have rather have him holding the thing, but whatever. Yeah, that's pretty cool. These next two pops are the same line, and it's fitting for February. I forgot I actually ordered these. I needed to, order some extra pops to get some kind of deal or whatever. I needed to spend some more money. So I added a couple more pops. I mainly just wanted the Muffy pops, but they didn't have everything in this one. But it is the PX Exclusives Deadpool pop. And this is the one I was talking about earlier, where it's just a switch in the head. The gray suit Deadpool, where technically it's the same as the original Deadpool that I have sitting right in the center there, just to the right of the Pirate Hat Deadpool. In red, well, it's a gray suit, same pose, same figure, and they just threw what looks like, I've heard other people say this before, it's exactly the head of Freddy Krueger without the hat. Chainsaw? Anyway, so let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at it. Actually, like I said, I completely forgot I ordered this guy. These two. And I almost pre-ordered them because of that. Before I, held off. Because I think I'm actually going to get the, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm not sure if the order went through for my Collectible Geeks Deadpool cache. I actually seen someone else open theirs by accident on YouTube. And they, I believe, got the red version of this one. So if it does go through, and I do end up with that, I will get the red version of this, so that will be nice. So I got lucky. It's a bobblehead. I hate the Deadpool bobbleheads. That Deadpool was a bobblehead, because all the heads are orientated so stupidly. They're like cockeyed like that, and it's like, why? What are you looking at? why is your head like that? Anyway, there's the pop. And I will post pictures again. So this will add to my Deadpool collection. I'm going to have to start figure out what I'm going to have to like create a new shelf just for Deadpool, because there's still a lot more Deadpool figures I'm going to be getting with all the boxes that are coming this month. This next figure, so that's at least 3 more Deadpools, I guarantee you, other than these two, coming. There's also a Loot Crate exclusive Deadpool item figure, and there's a Nerd Block exclusive Deadpool figure. I need a shelf just for Deadpool now, which is fine. Not complaining. Love Deadpool. Huge fan. Huge Deadpool fan. So I'm gonna need a Deadpool shelf to fit all these. Let's just talk a minute about the box, because it's PX Exclusives Deadpool, but it's a red Deadpool on the box, and it's a gray figure. They didn't even bother to like make a new box for the gray figure. That's hilarious. Anyway, I digress. It's actually a cool rendition. Like, I mean, like the way it worked out, I think it's really cool, and it'll contrast the other Deadpools that I have up there, especially being gray, until I get the red one, and I get another gray one. There's 2 gray ones now, I think. There's the full suit gray one in this pose, and then there's the new gray one with 2 swords that's on its way out. So there's a lot of Deadpool figures, and I am gonna eventually try and get all of them, minus the glow-in-the-dark ones. But I would like to get the very rare ones, some of the very rare ones. Not necessarily a metallic one, because god awful, can't spend that much money. But maybe the white Deadpool, which is actually the normal white Deadpool, which is quite sought after. I'm gonna try and get that one, I don't know how, because I have a limit. I refuse to spend over $100 for a pop. Unless it's like, or for a single pop, unless it's like a ride or something. I can't find myself doing that. So it'll have to be trades to try and get that. So moving on here. Next up, we have another Deadpool figure. And this is the X-Men Deadpool. And this is the blue one. Another one I need to get is the Amazon exclusive, which is the yellow version. It's the reverse colors of this. I think it's the same pose though. And this is his single character. There's no others on the back. Oh, paint job on Deadpool is actually pretty good. Sorry, I didn't comment on that. There's actually like no issues. And this guy, and Deadpool is usually hard to mess up. The mold is actually very simplistic. Can't really speak to the paint job on this guy. The yellow is quite bad. I guess this one did have a slight paint issue on the back of it. But on this one it's fine. But the yellow paint around like the, I don't know if you can see this here, all this stuff, this yellow here is actually quite faded a little bit. So kind of poorish paint, and then the stenciling for the eyes, the yellow eyes, it's kind of messed up there in the corner. I don't know if you can see that. They didn't do a too good job of peeling the tape off when they stenciled that. So obviously you can, that is, you know, stenciled and hand painted. The white outer edges is kind of messed up on the eyes. So this is actually a pretty poor paint job on this guy. And I mean, it's not an exclusive or anything. but I paid normal value for a pop. It's around $10 for online. So what can you? Can't really complain. I mean, ordering it online so you can't see which one you're gonna get. I know the stock in the first place, and it wasn't too overly priced. I think $8.99 is actually the going rate for a normal pop, but I digress. Depends on the site and how they work out their math. So moving on to our last figure, and this is an oversized pop, so bear with me here. It is, and I don't know how I'm going to fit this one. I'm going to have to go on top or something. It is 6-inch Baymax, and this is like probably my new favorite Disney character of all time. It's too funny. And the box is actually damaged. I just noticed that. Like there's a giant hole in the box. So awesome. They're gonna lose. I think right now the rating that I have for this company is sitting at around a 2.95 with everything out of 5. It's probably gonna knock them down another. 0.5 or 1.15 maybe. Just the damage box. I mean, I can't. They wrapped the box okay with like padding or with paper, but they didn't actually wrap this. They didn't wrap the pops themselves. They just lined the top of it with paper. By far, if you're ordering online, I can recommend 2 companies so far that do an amazing job with shipping and handling and packing of pops. I can't really speak to the quality as far as the paint jobs and that. They do actually separate out non-mint from mint as far as the box condition goes, or at least they try to. But by the time they arrive to you, they are in excellent condition. And that is Gemini Collectibles, although they have very small inventory, and Nested Universe. So far, out of all the companies that I've ordered from, I think I've ordered from 5 or 6 different, well, if you include all the small pop orders, around 10 different companies I've ordered pops from. Their packaging was by far the best. It's like triple layer, quadruple layers of packing. So he's actually pretty hefty. Now that he's out of the box, off. This is the normal version. This is not the emoticon version, which I don't even know if I want that one, because that doesn't really make sense. 6-inch Baymax. This is my first oversized pop, although I did order the yearly subscription of Marvel Collector Core, which allows me to choose an older previous box, and chose the Avengers box to get the Hulkbuster. So as far as oversized pops goes, this is my favorite oversized pop that I own, because it's the only one that I own, but it is one of my favorite Disney characters. If you have not seen this movie, Hero 6, stop what you're doing. Stop watching this right now. Go watch it. I'll wait. So I literally did wait for you to go watch that movie. No, it's a really good movie. It's based off it is based off a comic book. For those of you who do not know, it's amazing. It was very well done. The casting was perfect. For those of you who've seen Deadpool, you will. There is one of the characters from Deadpool in this movie. One of the actors. In T.J. Miller, he plays Fred. Fred is an interesting, very hilarious, oddball character, and he breathes fire when he is a superhero. I'm not going to go into more detail. I'm going to leave it open for your imagination to run wild, go watch it.